Incumbent President Joe Biden, 81, who is up for re-election in 2024, knows that incumbents usually win after more than 5 decades in the Senate and as president. Obama's two-term vice president. He has come long way from suggesting that he is just a bridge president and that he will definitely serve single term in 2019. He may even have meant it at the time. Now, in his late 80s, he wants to shake off experience and injuries to make it some distance into the second term. But yes, he is in good health. Just like his opponent, Biden's gaffes don't necessarily make him senile. And he can stand on his own against various Trumpisms, but Biden lacks. As staff writer Linda Feldman of the Christian Science Monitor puts it, a fundamental basis of enthusiasm for his Democratic nomination. Okay, but there is the Tina factor involved, and Biden does not have 91 crimes against him. Felony crimes and other legal landmines. Any of these could disqualify Trump and open up an entirely new race. However, in stark contrast, his other former, combative rival, Donald Trump, has large core support in the Republican Party. Donald Trump arguably feels the election was stolen from him 4 years ago and is preparing for a rematch. Swinging states and polls favor Trump. He could win quite easily. Of course, there are still 11 months until the election in November 2024, and a lot can change. Meanwhile, inflation fell and grocery and food prices rose rapidly. People want to see the prices that existed before COVID. This is unlikely due to the damage the economy has suffered in 2 years of lockdown. In fact, the domestic economy is now growing and has survived the recession. Unemployment is not a major problem. Democrats' stance on free abortion rights makes sense for most women in the two major parties. Most women want the right to decide and disagree with male Republican fundamentalists who overturned Roe v. Wade and organized the ban. Broader issues such as national security, where innocents frequently shot in public places, are being discussed and additional measures being considered. But America's fundamental right to bear arms is not going away anytime soon. Immigration is a double-edged sword. Cheap illegal labor on the one hand and demographic pressures on the other. We have a similar problem with over 4 million Bangladeshi spies in India. Defiant Donald Trump finds a way to enrage Democratic voters with radical statements like calling out some public vermin at a veterans rally. It works for white blue-collars, but not so much for others. This chatter from Trump will work in Biden's favor within his party and support groups, as he invokes the soul of the nation like a good Catholic. Given his long experience in politics, Biden and his handlers should be able to defeat Democrats' internal rivals. Biden also relates well small groups and people in small towns. His Scranton Joe coming from his hometown in Pennsylvania, and he likes go out talk them.